Okay, welcome back to another episode of the SingleTrack Session, number 27 here in Bomber Studios in Ogden, Utah, right up against the snow-covered mountains.
Yeah, snowed last night.
Yeah, we got a little what do I call it, a skiff or a dust of snow, because the last few days have been pretty nice.
Yeah, we had a pretty good spell of weather last week.
Yeah, it's been a little warmer. It's supposed to get colder now, up until Monday, so might have to pull out a little bit heavier jacket instead of Houdini. Or whatever you're wearing. But yeah, quite a few things going on right now. Some big announcements. We'll wait for the end of the show.
Yep.
On this one, but I guess we could start. Well, we talked about it last time, but we've definitely gone over 300,000 downloads over the course of the weekend. So that's kind of cool for us. We're excited about it. We're starting to get a little more active on the our Strava group, putting some discussions, seeing where people are racing and running this year to see where we're going to come across some of the people out there.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Which is going to be a blast. So if you haven't had time, you can head over to Strava, join the Trail Manners group. We'll be doing some cool little things coming up, but we won't spill the beans on that yet either. We've got some cool people sending us some SingleTrack Session photos.
Did we have a good one for this week?
Yeah, we do have a good one for this week. And then I just noticed this morning on Instagram, we got tagged by someone wearing their red Trail Manners shirt.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah, so it's always fun to see where the Trail Manners gear ends up and where it goes. But yeah, last show, episode 72.
That was a good one.
That was a fun one. Yeah. We had a blast.
We had the inventor of trail running.
That's right. And if you don't understand that, or you're WTFing, so to say.
Yeah, you're like, what in the world's going on? You need to go back and listen.
You do. We had Gabe Joyce on.
Yeah.
He was down for Rufa, running up for air. Great young guy.
Yeah.
Out of Lander, Wyoming. So fun to meet him.
It was.
Just his whole outlook on everything, his history a little bit.
Yeah, he invented trail running.
He did.
That's so cool.
I didn't know that.
I feel honored to meet him.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So maybe, we need to put a race on in his honor one day. A little scholarship fund.
Yeah, there you go.
Something like that. So, but the other cool thing is there's a contest attached to this one.
There is.
Gabe was kind enough to throw in an entry to the Sink Canyon Rough and Tumble race.
Yep.
There's three distances, Joel. There's a
4-miler, 11-miler, and a 50K.
That's right.
Or a 55K. I can't remember. It's
I think
one
it's
of those two.
50K.
Yeah.
And the price on that is still only $55. So
it's $50.
Yeah.
Come on.
So that's something I got to pull the trigger on here before I run out of money.
Right.
But yeah, there was a contest. So he's giving one of those away.
Yep.
And do you remember the contest? Am I racking your brain?
You are.
Okay, so you have to name a cheese.
Oh, that's right.
And it has to sound Germanish.
Yeah.
Right?
Something like that.
Something like that. So you have to go back and listen to the show. It's a fun one. So we'd like to see you guys participate in this. This will be a lot of fun.
Only one person's entered, maybe?
I don't know. I haven't even looked yet.
My phone was I was out running this morning. My phone was blowing up with comments.
Oh, was it?
And I was like, what is going on? Now I understand why.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So yeah, it's a fun contest.
Right.
For an entry to the race.
Yeah, make sure that if you do enter that you can go to that race.
Yeah, and it's in Lander, Wyoming.
Yep,
and
middle of June.
It looks beautiful.
Oh yeah,
holy cow. So yeah, that was oh my gosh, what a fun show to have Gabe on.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's running Hard Rock.
Yep.
So we definitely want to get him back after that.
Right.
Because he, it looks like it might be a challenge, but it's right in his wheelhouse.
It is because he likes to hike.
He does. He likes that mountainous hiking.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the flat. He likes that ruggedness.
Right.
So it at least fits in his wheelhouse. So
yeah.
That'll be a fun one. And then next week's show is going to be another great. We had another great time.
Yeah, that was fun.
Mr. Brad Sween.
Yeah.
And I was trying to think of the award he won.
Most improved.
Here in the Wasatch Mountain Wrangler side. But
right.
Brad's got a great story,
yeah.
Which most everybody does, and that's what we try to bring is, when we have people on, is most people have a story.
Yeah, like Gabe, he invented trail running.
Yeah, and
we did not know that.
We didn't, and so without that episode, Wikipedia would not be completely up to date,
yeah.
Right? So I feel like we're giving something back to the world as we're doing this. But
that's true.
And we talk about it. We've got, we have some great shows lined up for quite a while.
Oh my gosh, yeah! I was working on the calendar a couple of days ago.
Yeah, we're getting all these invites. I'm like, wow,
we're booked out until the first part of April for interviews.
And then we're gonna have to have some special episodes just so we don't get dated.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it is difficult. Yeah. I don't know. Won't go into too many details, but to launch 2 shows a week, it's time consuming.
It is.
And so to launch more than that is more time. So we do have to space them out a little bit, but there's a lot there's a lot of shows coming up.
Right.
And, like we said, Brad's got such a great story that we didn't even know about when we brought him on the show. We just knew he was a good guy, doing some cool things.
Running really well.
And I always have a problem with this, and I'll say this many times throughout the shows, is we try and categorize or we try and pigeonhole things. Like people say, oh, you have elite runners on.
Right.
But we want to hear from more average or middle of the pack. And
right.
Sometimes I don't like to label them that because I don't want to discredit it either.
Exactly. You don't want to discount the hard work that they've been doing over the course of years. I think they're like an everyday runner.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to say it.
Because they're when you meet them, you talk to them, they're cool people.
Yeah, they're just normal
down to
people.
Earth. You want to hang out with them.
Yeah, and that's like with Brad. He's got such a great story, and that's why we brought him on. Then he tells us the story. I think everybody's going to enjoy that. And again, just a neat guy.
Mm-hmm.
So we're bringing a lot of shows like that coming up with, as Joel says, the everyday runner. But we do, we creep in, here and there, some of the quote unquote. I don't even like using the word elite sometimes.
No,
because they don't view themselves that way a lot either.
Very, very rarely are they comfortable with that mantle.
How about big named? Because people will recognize the names.
Right. I mean, some are
professional.
They are professional, right? Paid. Some of them are really professional, and some are semi-pro.
Yeah.
Right.
There we go. Anyway,
fast.
We have some coming up.
About the
fast, super fast, podiumers, potential podiumers.
I like super fast.
Super fast.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's like super fly.
Super fly, but like more updated.
Yeah,
I like that. So we got some super fast. We got a lot of good shows coming up, and we're always open to. If people come through town.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
we definitely want to talk to you if you come through town.
Yeah, because we're not getting out much right now.
Well, I think it's kind of nice because we did go up to Park City. We did that interview, which was cool. And then now we're kind of like home base, and we're getting more interviews here locally, and we're doing some over the eCam, which is good.
Yep, through like a Skype session.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we're hitting the sweet spot right now.
Yeah, so we got a lot going on.
Right. So let's back up. When does that contest end for the Sinks Canyon race? Do you remember? Was it a week?
I don't even know if we put a date on it.
I think we need to. I think we need to end it this Sunday.
Okay.
And what's that date?
The Sunday is
today's 20. Tomorrow's the 23rd. So this show airs on the 23rd, 24th, 26th.
I don't know.
Yeah, the 26th.
I could probably pull up my calendar.
Why don't you do that real quick? Let's end it on the 26th, I think.
Okay, just because.
And there's a reason why.
Okay. Sunday is the 26th.
Okay, let's cut it off there.
Okay.
26th.
And what's the reason why?
Okay, we have an entry to the Beaverhead.
Oh,
and we need to get that out the door. All right? And I'd like to launch that on Monday.
Okay.
All right, so let's do that.
Okay.
So we'll launch the Beaverhead contest on Monday, the 27th.
Now, is that going to be just on our website?
We'll post it on Facebook.
Okay.
So you'll have to go on Facebook and figure it out. I'll post it on the website too, and then we'll post it on Facebook.
So it'll be a contest to the Beaverhead in July. Joel and I will be there. It's my birthday, so you can come at my birthday party.
Yeah, exactly. I want to get that out the door so people can go ahead and
put it on their calendar.
Exactly, so that if they do win it, they can put it on their calendar.
Yeah, so that's sold out. It's been sold out for a while, but we did procure a entry.
We did.
To give away through the race director.
Yeah, good guy.
Really good guy. Excited to meet him in person, too.
I know, me too.
And we're not going to wait to the Beaverhead because he's coming down to the film festival.
I know.
So, yeah, there's a lot going on, man. I'm trying to keep tabs on all the things. We try not to drop the ball.
Yeah.
So let's see. We had the next show. We talked about Brad, the contest.
Right.
How about a couple results that happened over the weekend?
There was a couple races.
Yeah, a couple. And again, kind of, I'll say more local, more regional for us, right? Because there's Black Canyon. That's more regional than local. Right?
Yeah, I think that it's definitely that up-and-coming race because it's a golden ticket race.
Yeah, it is.
And it's attracting really fast runners.
It is, yep. We'll start off with Moab Red Hot.
Yeah, because that's local but global.
Yeah, that's right. And generally in the past, that for years and years, that's kind of been the kickoff race to the season.
Yeah,
and I know there's more, before that. Don't get me wrong.
Yep.
But, there's a lot of people that go to that.
Yeah.
I'm getting a text and watching Facebook, and it's like Ian Torrance is there and Jurek's there. And,
right.
There's just brings who's out.
Yep.
Right? Because they do a good job. But holy cow. And we usually start with the women on results, but I'm going to start with the men's winner.
Gosh.
Because I think it's his birthday today, number one.
I think so,
Wednesday the 22nd. We're launching this, obviously the next day. But Hayden Hawks.
Fast.
He came away with the course record on the 5K or 50K-ish roughly.
Yeah.
3:39.
Yeah, that was not like a soft record. That was a hard record.
Well, because Rob Krar set that record, and he beat Krar by 5 minutes.
Yeah. I went back and looked at his splits on Strava, and it was like 6:39, 6:30, 6:20, 6:15 pace the whole damn time.
Well, and the thing is, if with Moab Red Hot, if you haven't run the race, or even if you have, that course is not a joke.
No.
And it's not just about, there's a climb here. You're on Red Rock, and that can beat you to death, especially that one where you're kind of traversing the Red Rock down the ridge. Right. That kills you.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll wreck you. And then you hit sand. Yeah. And this year it was wet.
Right.
And wet on Red Rock, for those that don't know,
it's no fun.
Is slickery.
Yep. Right.
So what an incredible day. Hayden's just been killing it.
He's on fire.
So it's really great to see that. Happy birthday, Hayden Hawks. And congratulations on another win.
Yeah. And
course record there. Then we'll jump over the women's side. Marianne Hogan won that in 4:44, which is the coolest finish time. Just if you can hit that. But, I mean, just the time itself is cool, but 4:44. So we just are bringing the winners to you on that one. You can go check out results. Yeah. Ultra Sign Up, Moab Red Hot, somewhere. Mm-hmm. But then, as Joel mentioned, just briefly, there was a golden ticket race, the Black Canyon. Right. Which they had to redo the course. Yeah, because it rained. It flooded. A lot. We've had so much moisture and snow and heat in this part of the world that there's flooding everywhere. There is. Locally and even down there. I mean, I've seen pictures that are just blow my mind right now. Yeah. With wetness and stuff. So anyway, the Black Canyon results, golden ticket race. We'll do 2 deep since they get automatic entries to Western. Right. For the women, and I wish they'd quit doing this. Here's the name I'm going to go for. Her name's Nicole, which is easy. Her last name is Kalogeropoulos. Is that close? That's how I would say it, That's how it's Greek, I'm guessing, with Geropoulos. Yeah, I'm going to go the same thing with Nicole. Nicole. Yeah, so Nicole won that in 9:30 for the women's side. And Claire Gallagher was second in 9:41. Right. And so they both get golden ticket entries to Western. And Claire won Leadville last year. She did. And I think she's already accepted her ticket to Western. Yeah. So just more depth to that field for sure. And then on the men's side, Alex Nichols won in 7:55. Right. And second place, 3 minutes behind, was Olav Olsen from Sweden. Ooh, I like that name. I do too. Olav Olsen. Yeah. It's like from You Want to Build a Snowman, right? The Disney show. That's what it reminds me of, Olaf Olsen. But it's Olaf is the snowman, right? Okay, gotcha. I'm on point. So those two also get entry. But the other cool, interesting things, if you saw a picture from that, the 3 gentlemen that swept the podium were all Scott runners. Yeah, that's interesting, right? And so they all had normally think of, in the U.S. at least, of Scott runners. Yeah. Scott Sports. And they all were head to toe in the same kit. They were. That kit we saw at OR in August. That really fast, light kit. Black and yellow with those rockin' cool shoes. Those shoes are pretty cool. So that was kind of cool to see that, because that, Hoka's been doing it for a while, having some podium onesie, twosies, but it was kind of a cool photo. Scott, man, put that on the cover of your running catalog for sure. That should be blowing up their social media right now. It really should, because that was a cool shot, because they all look worked. They were, right? They look worked, and they were kind of not wet. Yeah, it was a great photo. Kind of reminds you of what trail running is all about. Right. So that's kind of the quick. I know there's a lot of races out there, and there's no way for us to cover them. There's one coming this weekend. Yeah. Antelope Canyon's this weekend. Antelope Canyon is this weekend. This weekend. So we did our good friend Harry did a race review of that last year. And so if you want to kind of read his humorous and honest take on it, it's up on the website right now. Yep. So that's pretty fun. It's on Facebook. So go back, check that out. Yeah, he does a good job of riding. He's run most of those races, and he just does a good job. We've got one that's coming out for the Buffalo Run. He wrote one for the Buffalo Run, yeah. And this morning we were trying to figure out what's the difference between impaled and gored. Because that can be something that could happen. On the island, for sure. The Antelope Island Buffalo Run. Well, impaled would mean it's still in you, right? I don't know. Like if you get rebar, it's impaled, it's in you. But goring, wouldn't it mean like... Is that in and out? Yeah, like when they do the bulls in Mexico, the bullfighting, they call that being gored. Yeah, and the bull doesn't stick inside and stay with you. So I think that could be the difference. It could, okay. Without looking that up on social media or Wikipedia or... any of those fun things. Is gored kind of like more like in the pelvic region, and impaled can be somewhere else? I would say they could both be
because
anywhere.
every time it seems like every time you see like a bull goring somebody, it's like
in the nether regions
it's
or
right
something.
in the goods.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that gored. I would have a sentence for something like that.
Yeah.
a crazy meme or something like that. So that's interesting. But yeah, Buffalo Run's coming up.
It is.
And we'll be there.
Yep.
Doing some shows, grabbing people as they finish when they're raw, just like last year.
Exactly.
Just like last year. And it was fun because we got some beers brought to us last year.
That's true, we did.
Amy Musgrove bought that really cool beer from Montana that the whole top of the can came off. So it turned it into a cup.
Yeah, that was way too easy to drink.
That was super neat. Yeah, that went down too easy, right?
Yeah.
That got sloppy. So yeah, we got those races and then, many more coming up.
Mm-hmm.
But the cool thing that I've been following and like stalking and checking into is what Ricky Gates has going on.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's going to be exciting.
can you be envious and at the same time, thank goodness it's not you? Because that's kind of where I'm at with that. I'm like, that'd be so cool, but I'm glad I'm not doing it.
I think it'd be awesome.
Oh, man. He is.
What's he going to do?
It's called I think they're calling it the Transamericana.
Okay, that's a good name.
And I kind of looked at the details to try and get as much info as I could. And basically, he's doing this run unsupported.
Oh.
There's going to be no RV. So, and even on there, he's like, I've got no chef. I got no cold beers waiting in the fridge for me. It's totally unsupported. Just him and his pack on his back.
Where's he going to sleep?
Wherever he can find.
Oh, really?
And that's what he says. It allows him to get close to strangers and meet new people. So
That's going to be scary.
and we'll have information on this podcast on our show notes.
How are we going to follow him then?
Well, that's the great thing is if you go to Ricky Gates, I think it's rickygates.com, RICKEY Gates.com. All the information's there.
Right.
He's not taking a GPS tracker. So
Wait a minute. How am I going to follow him?
So that's where they get you. It's like people are supposed to help follow him by Instagram, through social media.
Okay.
Like he's inviting people. Like, hey, it's basically if you look at it, it's almost like if I'm coming through and you've got a place I can lay down and go to sleep, I will take it.
Exactly.
Because
beer me and sleep me.
Yeah, and that's what he says. It's kind of getting out of his comfort zone of meeting strangers, getting close to strangers.
Well, yeah, okay. So, yeah, they're strangers, but, I mean, if they're like trail runners, are they really strangers?
Yeah, because you're kind of a big tribe.
Yeah, we are.
They
I think
say.
it's way cool what he's doing, though.
But he says he's having money restrictions, right? He's
Okay, so he's on a budget.
$1,000 a month, and that's for everything. So if he has to get a hotel,
Right.
food, masseuse, sutures, if he gets gored
Yeah.
or impaled. So he's taking $1,000 a month
Bail
as
money.
his budget. Yeah, that could come in handy.
Yeah, bail money.
So $1,000 a month for $5,000 total is all he's taking with him.
Wait a minute. It's going to take him 5 months to do it?
That's what he says. It's
Really?
going to take him because he's not doing it. He's just doing it because he wants to explore America.
Okay.
He's like, I've been all over the world.
He has.
I want to really focus and explore America, right? So he doesn't. When I looked, it didn't have like a route for sure that he's taken.
Oh.
And they might update some more of that
Right.
as well. But he's starting in the south, like in the southern part. South Carolina.
Okay.
Okay, and he's going to finish his crossing out through the Golden Gate Bridge.
Okay.
Right, so it's 5 months and about 4,000 miles.
Oh, my gosh.
But listen to some of the trails he's going to be on.
So that was another question that I had, because I think Mike Ambrose was telling us when this first came out, is that he was going to try to do this all on trail.
The best he can.
That's cool.
And it, like I said, it doesn't show the whole route on there. And I'm sure when you follow along, like he's coming through Utah.
Yeah.
It says that at some point. It's like he talks about it a little bit. He's like, I'm going to go through Aspen because that's where he's from and have a warm meal and a warm bed if it's home.
Yeah.
But man, I want to get him when he comes through Utah.
Yeah, but
That'd
he
be
might not
awesome.
be coming through here. It might be
4
more
months.
south.
Well,
Like
Utah.
Moabish.
I want to check it out.
Moabish and Pony Express area.
Yeah, it might be. But so here's, through Cocopelli, because here's
Right.
some of the trails he mentioned. He's starting on the Palmetto Trail. That's in South Carolina.
Right.
The AT he'll be on.
Yeah.
The Ozarks Highland Trail.
Okay.
The Colorado Trail. The Cocopelli Trail.
Right.
The Tahoe Rim Trail.
Oh my goodness.
The entire 100 miles of the Western States course.
That'd be cool if he ended there, right? That would be kind of neat, right? If he timed it just right, he can.
Finished with them.
Yeah.
Come on, fellas.
Yeah.
I got some aid. Bandit. And then
Yep.
the Bay Area Ridge Trail before he
Okay.
goes through the Golden Gate
that's cool.
Bridge. So it's going to be super cool. And
Right.
I hope people follow him, which I'm sure they will. This is going to be kind of an iconic thing. It's going to be covered all over the place. But we're going to keep tabs on him. So hopefully in our shows, we can kind of give you an idea where he's at through our podcast, because I think it's cool.
I think it's a neat idea.
Because he's doing it for not, it talks about he's not looking to do an FKT. He just wants to explore.
Yeah.
Right. So I think he's just going to hit cool spots along the way.
Right.
And meet new people. So this
awesome.
is a great time to be Ricky Gates' friend.
Yeah, it is, right? He's going to make a lot of new friends.
Yeah, and he's going to try a lot of cool beers, I bet, along the way.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, so that's really cool. So anyway, best of luck to Ricky Gates. And like I said, we'll have some information so you can follow him. And we'll try and even keep tabs through our social media so people know where he's at. Because I think it's cool. And we definitely want to get him on the show. Hint, hint. What else we got? Oh, the Turdl Tracker.
Yeah, what's going on with Turdl?
Turdl sends us a text once a week.
with
his
nasty
toes.
toenails.
God
Man,
dang, dude. Put some socks on.
Grosses me out. Sorry, that's one thing I can't do is gross toenails.
I can't either, but because he's on a scale, right?
Yeah, he is.
And weighing himself. And the last one he shot us was 184 pounds.
Yeah, which is pretty awesome.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
man.
he's dropped a lot of weight in the last couple weeks.
And you know what? I mean, I want him to hit his goal.
I do too.
But if he doesn't,
I'm going to give him so much crap.
I'm not. I am. I can't. 184. I want to be at 184 right now.
Yeah, I'm going to get all over his junk if he doesn't hit his goal.
If he doesn't hit his goal, Joe's going to show up to his van with like 4 boxes of Krispy Kreme.
I know.
And, bacon, and just a bucket of lard.
Big old blender. Blend it up. Get the beer bong out.
But I think Joel is like his number one motivation now.
I know. I definitely am giving him such a hard time about it.
So I think that's the funny part. But yeah, Turdl Tracker's at 184.
No, that's awesome.
So that's super cool. And congratulations to Turdl. We obviously know he's a fan favorite, even those that haven't met him.
Yeah.
Talk about him.
I was looking at the stats yesterday, and I was like, God, I can't believe how many people listen to the number 3 Turdl show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's a funny dude.
Yeah.
And he just called me today.
Yeah.
I got to call him back, too. He had some crazy stuff about some things he wants to look and doing, and we'll see what happens. Turdl comes up with some ideas, and then he goes silent for like 2 weeks.
Exactly. You get like a random phone call from Turdl every once in a while. You're like, no, did that just happen?
Oh, that's hilarious. And then we talked about the Beaverhead contest. We'll launch on Monday.
Yep.
But finally, right, we're ready to make a cool announcement.
I think so.
So yesterday, we got an email.
Yes.
From the United States Forest Service.
And
in our district.
Not in trouble.
And we're not in trouble.
So that's a good start.
Yeah, I haven't changed my name, witness relocation.
Right.
They have given us their blessing.
Yes.
To permit us to go on a portion of their property.
Right.
Am I right?
Yes.
So
for an event.
For an event that we want to do.
Right.
And this event is, we've got and man, hats off to where we live, because Weber State University has a big chunk of that property.
Right.
Super easy to work with. They gave us their blessing.
Yep.
So it's really nice to want to do something and have people support it the way they are. But as you know, we've got the Ogden Trail Running Festival coming in May. May 5th is the show. The film festival, which is going to be off the hook.
Yeah, that's a Friday night.
And that's going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Saturday, we're doing the Ogden Trail Running Festival at the park.
Yeah.
Which we're having yoga, we're having shoe demos, we've got some great vendors showing up, we've got some, what do you call them, some foam rolling type sessions or trainings.
Yeah, we'll do a foam rolling clinic.
Clinics, there we go.
With one of our sponsors.
We have some great sponsors there. But the other thing we wanted to do is reintroduce a race we've done in the past.
We did.
And it's called the Gabe Wallace Memorial Race.
Yep.
Memorial Run, if you will.
Right.
And for those that don't know, we'll have more information on our website. But Gabe Wallace is kind of the grandfather of our trail system.
Right.
He was so, and there's been a lot of people, so it's not just one person. I don't want to downplay everybody's help, but Gib was really a big spearhead when it wasn't popular, or wasn't funded, or wasn't happening.
Exactly.
He was an engineer, I believe, in the Navy, if I remember correctly. So he knew.
Right, he was.
Yeah, so he knew all this stuff, and I had the amazing pleasure to work with him a lot of hours on the trails, and not enough, but quite a few.
Right.
But we're bringing the race back. We've got permission, and we're going to open up registration.
Yes.
And so we're excited about that, because that's been a lot of work. And a lot of time, right? And just waiting and organizing. So we're going to have a race, the Gabe Wallace race.
Hurry up and wait.
Yeah, hurry up, here we go, and hold on.
Yeah.
And Joel's been great enough to go out, and he's run the course.
Yep.
And Joel, why don't you tell him a little bit about the course and the distance and everything?
The course is really good for beginner and experienced runners. It starts off on some really nice single track, and then it busts out onto a double track, so we'll be able to spread the runners out. And then we'll get on some more single track that will get you up high onto the Bonneville Shoreline Trail, and then you'll climb. It's got about 1,300 feet climbing.
And how many miles total is this race?
7.
So it's not bad.
No, it's pretty. It's going to keep you honest.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a lollipop design course, so there will be some out and back, but I think you'll be spread out enough that it won't be a kind of an inconvenience. You're going to get up high. You're going to be able to see, really great views of Ben Lomond, the Great Salt Lake, Antelope Island. It's a fun course.
Yeah.
It is. It's a great course, and it's just a nice little snippet of the trails that we have here that are urban trails, close to the city. Start finish is Mount Ogden Park. You guys are going to like that. That's fun.
And that's where the festival is all day.
And that's where the festivities are going to be at, too.
So if you run the race, you're going to get the best parking spot because you'll be there first.
Yeah, the yoga people are going to actually get the best parking spots.
Yeah, because we're doing yoga
the
before
yoga
the
people
race.
are going to start at 7, I believe.
Yep, yoga in the park.
Yeah.
But Joel's done such a great job with this course because it flows. It's not forced.
It's not forced. I mean, yeah, we could have had maybe a better course, but there is some private landowner issues that we could not breach.
Yeah.
So this was the best compromise.
It's the alternative. And the other thing he did is he's made it, it's 7 miles.
Yeah.
So, he's made it for people that are getting into trail running or want to try trail running.
Or if you just want to walk, you can walk this course.
Yeah.
And you can be done walking this course in 2 to 2.5 hours.
Yeah. And
not miss out on any of the festivities.
And like you said, it'll keep you honest. It's not a breeze, but for the fast or the experienced trail runner, it's still great training / great a good test, right? A good little quick 7 miler with some vert.
Yeah,
right.
For
so you
sure.
can cruise and move and kind of put your own pace. So it's a great course for anybody.
Right.
So we're really excited. I mean, number one is just because of what it represents for us.
Right.
Which is the trails here, all the work Gibb's done. His family has been amazing. They're really behind it again.
Yeah.
Supporting it and asking to help out, and so we'll have a lot of his grandkids and stuff there, which is amazing. Because unfortunately,
Great grandkids.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that around, but it's going to be a great course. And the cool thing is, registration opens up on Friday.
Yes, it does. Now, let's not say anything about the price yet, because you and I need to finalize that real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to make sure that we have, I want to make sure that we have the price built out to have something from Elevation Culture.
Okay,
and
perfect.
I'm not sure if we did that yet.
Okay, because again, we're not. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into these. I mean, we have more permits on this one. Plus, when you're using Forest Service property, there's a percentage that goes there.
Yes, exactly.
So it's a big ordeal. But anyway, registration is going to open up on the 24th.
Yeah.
Right, which is Friday, February 24th.
Right, and what? If you're the first 50 people, what's the deal with that?
So this is what's cool. So the first 50 people that register, we'll put your name in a hat, so to say, and there's going to be a drawing and a lottery.
Right.
Yeah, so there's a lottery for you. But the first 50 people that pay and register, you get for a Solomon Running prize pack kit.
Yeah.
So it's
what's in the kit?
Over around $350 to give or take, right?
So
you get a pair of Solomon running shoes.
Right.
You get a Solomon running shorts.
Yep.
Solomon running shirt.
Yep.
And a Solomon vest.
Holy cow.
Right? And so that's for one person. So your chances are going to be 1 in 50.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Pretty good math, too.
Yeah.
So that's the first 50 people that register will be automatically in that. You don't have to do anything else. Just register. We obviously go through Ultra Sign Up, so we'll have all the information captured there.
Right.
So, not just the price that we're going to launch Friday,
right?
But that's part of the kit. I mean, part of the experience.
So cool.
Yeah. So it's going to be cool that Solomon is Mike Ambrose and the crew down at Solomon are willing to do that for us.
Yeah.
We've also had some preliminary talks about what the winners will get. Which
that's right. They're giving away the house at Solomon.
They really
for
are.
This event.
They're really helping us out.
I think they're getting like shoes, minimum shoes. Oh, that's right. Holy cow. They're getting watches.
That's right. So the winners, men winner and women's winner of the race will get a Sunto watch.
Not just any old Sunto
I know.
watch
I just couldn't spit it out because it kind of hurts my heart because I don't have one.
That's right. When Mike Ambrose was telling us what he was going to do for the winner, and I was like,
Connor.
Or Connor. That's right. It was Connor. kind of right down at the shop. He was telling us, he was like, oh, we'll give them Suunto Spartans. And I looked at him. I was like, are you sure? And I must have said that 5 or 6 times.
You did.
I was like, really?
Because I did the same thing I'm doing now, so I just kept giggling.
Yeah, and that's awesome, right?
Yeah, so the winner of your 7-mile trail run.
Yeah, you get a $800 watch.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's the other thing we'll throw in there. And we're gonna have, there's other stuff going on too, but
right.
I think that's a pretty good, investment.
That's a good start.
If
right?
and that's obviously you have to win it. So I mean, you're fast, but either way, there's stuff going to be there, and it's a race. It's a fun 7-mile.
Yeah,
May beautiful time. Hopefully, crossing our fingers.
You get to try out some Solomon shoes if you want to.
If you want to, because there's going to be those there. The demo
we have
there.
a foam rolling clinic. We're going to have yoga. Boy, we can set up the slack line maybe. Gosh, a bunch of other fun stuff.
Well,
food trucks. Waffle Love's going to be there. We've already got them committed. I'd like to get the pizza truck there if they can do like a breakfast pizza.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
That'd be way cool. Lucky Slice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's just like Joel said, that's some of the things. And the great thing about it, and I'm going to throw this out again, is we have a few sponsor spots left. The sponsor spots, they're getting more than they bargained for now, because originally we didn't have a race. Right. So
now they're getting much more exposure.
Exactly. So if there's anybody out there that, we still have a few sponsor spots left, you can go to our website, the OgdenTrailRunFest.com, I believe is what it is, or we'll put it on this.
You'll get there somehow.
But we got Squirrels Nut Butter, Solomon, the Clinic, Gear 30, Run, some new apparel that's come out.
That's right.
We just have a amazing group of sponsors now. American Nutrition, because we got running buddies like our little puppies.
That's right.
So they're going to be there with their dog food truck.
Yep.
So it's going to be a great time. It's just going to be a great weekend, a great experience. We feel fortunate enough to put this on and hopefully get the community support.
Yep.
But again, don't forget to register for this race. I can't tell you, if you're one of the first 50 people, you're going to be in that lottery for the
Solomon kit, which is cool.
And if you're super fast, and the GPS, we've got the what do you call it? The course online.
It's online, yeah.
So you can train on it.
Yeah, if you want to, you can go out and totally train on it.
Especially those that want that Spartan watch for finishing first.
Yeah.
And then, as Joel mentioned, if you're not familiar, Eric at Elevation Culture, we're going to have him do the award, right?
Yes, but I want something in everybody's
bag.
In everybody's bag.
Yeah, so that's even better.
Yeah.
So
that's why we haven't said what the firm price is going to be.
Yeah. So
it won't be much.
It won't, and we like to keep it that way. So anyway. A lot going on.
Yes.
Shoot us questions if you have them. There'll be links in the show notes for this episode, because we did cover so many cool things with some links to the stuff. So spread the word, especially if you're around for the Gabe Wallace race.
Right.
Spread the word about Ricky Gates, especially if he comes through your area and he could use a cold beer, a warm bed, or a hot shower.
Give him a shower. Spray that boy off.
Anything, even a razor if he doesn't want to go full Forrest Gump by the end of the race or the run. So. Thanks for listening. Thanks for all your support, as always. We look forward to a great show next week with Brad Sween. Mm-hmm. You're not going to want to miss that. And also go back. You have to listen to the Gabe Joy Show.
That's right.
Park City Run Co. So that's it for this week for the SingleTrack Session for Trail Manners. Have a great weekend.